So, still can't do that. Okay, so 1.
Dwayne, you might need to throw some more shit in there.
I didn't think about that.
You might need to throw more shit in there.
So like no one's gonna see you.
Yeah. You wouldn't let us know. Did I do a 3 back? Was that right? Okay.
It's like something else.
Not enough?
I'm looking at it.
Probably not.
You always were a pervert.
How much is
Let me grab
See a squiggly line. Hey, I got a straw too. It's not like a slinky to me.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about because you can get disappointed when you teach these things, okay? So again, not a wild end guy, right? But I did stay at a Holiday Express last night, okay? Class 1 for the Dollhouse fuel, class 2, class 3, 1 hour, 10 hour, 1,000 hour, whatever it is, right? If you try to teach the Dollhouse, but you go, oh, I'm gonna get some OSB and like put a lighter on it, and then I'm gonna show you how far, it ain't gonna work, right? If you try to do it with just cardboard, you like cardboard, it's gonna burn for like 20 seconds, and then it ain't gonna work because that can't catch this on fire. So I need the little guy to catch the medium guy on fire to catch the big guy on fire. All right, and then that's the balance you're playing with your transfer fire. It's the same thing with the fuel packages in there. We can't go straight to like, let's just put 2 logs in there. Doesn't work that way. I need a little guy, catch the medium guy, catch the big guy. And you'll just play with that dance this whole time. If you just load that up with OSB, it'll never light on fire. If you just load it up with cardboard, it'll never get the structure going. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so I should have told you that yesterday. Thanks for the chocolate step. That was pretty fast. Whatever you think. All right. That being said, I'm going to turn it over to this group. He's got some straw for it. What a hero. That's the real level 1. There you go. Category 1. All right, do whatever you want. We have a lighter back in that room. Who would walk faster than me?
With my group 1, all group 1. All group 1.
Or, you know what else we have? Actually, hang on, Brandon. I got a better option.
Put the right side. Here, put that other stuff on. Might go
You want a selfie, Curry?
Come on, group 1.
Hey, group 1.
Let's take a photo real quick.
Good morning, sir.
Group 2, we're not doing that.
That's good.
You are. We got a consensus.
Oh,
When are you coming back? When you're back out?
yeah, well, I'm going back to
Is it working? I asked. 1, 2, 3. I'll take a couple.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, probably should wait until you're back.
Yeah, so I think late July or early August I'll be coming back.
All right, so ping me when you do it.
Okay. I would like to do that.
Be up there.
Check your stream.
No, I'm hoping to get back to the firehouse from in July or August. But I still want that ability. I still want that ability, you know what I mean, to be able to go down there and help out. So that's good. That's good news. All right. Are you guys going to start?
Yeah, we're going to start, Andrew.
Oh, it's already recording.
We're going to start.
Oh, good.
It is recording already?
Yeah, somebody hit record.
They're
Perfect.
recording the whole time. Yeah,
Okay, Andrew, ready?
Okay, I provided this for you. You don't have to use it. It's what I like to use to remember if I said everything. So that's there for you to use. If you don't use it, that's fine too.
Just don't take the rubbish.
Okay?
Ready.
All right.
All right, 12 Dollhouse. So this demonstration today, we're going to demonstrate the flow path. We're going to demonstrate what it looks like if we're able to control the flow path, not open certain doors, right? We're going to show you and demonstrate to you bilateral movement, all right? We're going to demonstrate to you if we don't have coordinated fire attack with ventilation, we'll show you exactly what will happen, all right? Piece by piece. Now, at the end of the demonstration, group 1, we have a demonstration on the video screen for you guys. Once we see the demonstration, how this works, right, from the beginning of the incipient, the growth, to the free burning, to the decay, and the video right after, we'll have a better understanding about how to reach smoke. All right?
Go ahead, light it.
You got man, this and tape and all that to me.
What's that?
Where's your video? Yeah, we got.
No, don't use video. Now for this demonstration, pay close attention, all right? Right when we light it, take notice of when the smoke changes color.
So the benefit to knowing about fire behavior is knowing what the fire is going to do and the possibility of where it's going to go. And it's our job to kind of get a hold of that. If you understand that, then you can help control the fire. You can make it do what you want to do, and then use the tools that we have to help with the 3 incident priorities of life safety, incident stabilization, and property conservation. So on this, we started a fire down on the bottom here. This is in its incipient stage right now. So right now the fire's growing, it's building, it's using the oxygen that's in there, and it's consuming the those small 1-hour fuels like we were talking about. If we open that up, open up this door, or a window blows out or something like that, then it's going to have more oxygen to consume, and as it has more oxygen to consume, then it's going to grow at a faster rate. Right now, where it's at is this would be once it's going to get to a certain point where it's called what's ventilation limited. When it's in a ventilation limited state, that's like we were talking about yesterday, where it's used up all the oxygen within that area, and now it's just vent limited. So if we come up, we open up the front door, or somebody cracks a window, or whatever, something happens. Well, now it's no longer vent limited, it has all the oxygen that it needs, and now it's going to be in an extreme growth mode.
Take notice of the white smoke right now, all right? This will correlate with the video that I'm going to show you later on, all right? Again, understand what's going to happen now, as when the moisture is gone, right? The color of the smoke will change, all right? Pressure will build, heat will build, right? We'll have flow, right? Where is the heat want to go to the least resistant of the path? When we have flow and we have pressure, what's going to be coming out is we're going to have velocity.
Yeah, let's open that up.
So what's built inside is that there's a ventilation through, and then upstairs to number 4, but number 1 I believe is isolated. And there's no air in. As the fire is burning, there's no oxygen in it's used up all this oxygen. We introduced the oxygen by opening up the front door, and now it starts to get more involved. However, we only have type 1 fuels in there. So at this point, if we open up number 5, the attic space, you shouldn't see anything. Any smoke coming out, really, because it hasn't gone up there.
So as this builds, it's going to go into a bi-directional flow path. Since it's just within this room and there's not an additional opening, the only exit that it can exit from is from this top area here, and then as the air is getting sucked in, it's going to be sucked in from the bottom. The kind of the negative side of that for us is all those heat smoking gases, superheated gases are now going above our head as we're making entry, and so that's when, like I said before, controlling the fire and making it do what you want it to do so that you can operate in a more safe manner for the 3 incident priorities. From that point forward, you could create an additional exit path for it, whether vertical ventilation, you have lines in place to be able to change that from a bidirectional flow path to a unidirectional flow path where everything's coming in from this side and then going out an exit path.
It's like that experiment you use with the plastic bottle and try to blow the air or the little piece of wide into the bottle. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, see, well, it's like,
neutral plane.
Neutral plane.
Maybe in the afternoon. That is true. I can just never claim to be a wildland guy because I've been pants before. Like, oh, do this. No, I've never done that. Of course, I would never do that either. Put it in the pants.
All right, so
Yeah.
right now we're gonna open up the top and then create a unidirectional path. Need more oxygen.
Yeah, so someone has Shannon's visual. Yeah. My one thing with this is
Loaded. So within the fire compartment, there is the convective heat, the radiative heat, and then the conductive heat types and direct flame impingement. The one that I'm worried about all of them, but the biggest one is going to be that radiative heat, because as the box heats up, you have what's called the flux, which is the ability of everything around it to absorb that heat, and then as it hits a certain point, it's not going to be able to absorb the heat anymore, and it's going to radiate heat down to everything else within that room, and that's when you have the flashover type event. One of the big things on that too that's huge is if you have a flashover in this room next door and you're operating in this room, well now all that heat, the flux on this side now gets super heated, and your position's now under attack. So
And then another thing to pay attention to with the flow path, and we have our opening or our exit here, but door or window number 1 is totally enclosed. So that's something that we'll observe with our tick, that as the rest of the house is heated up, room number 1 is going to stay significantly cooler. And that's going to simulate that we have a door closed in there, like a bedroom door. So that's why we're telling people to close your door when you go to sleep, because you will see a difference from 2, 4, and 3 versus number 1.
that's also big if we're doing VES type operations and you enter through that room, you've now created a flow path. And so first thing to get in, once you get in the room, is close the room. I'm sure you guys have all seen it when it's ripping down a hallway or whatever, and then you open up that one room with the door closed, and it's completely clean.
Take a look, the color smoke has changed.
So you have volume, velocity, density, color. On this, you can tell it's a little bit brown smoke, which kind of indicates possibly that there's some structural members burning. And then out of this side, I guess this one right here, it's coming out, and you have some velocity. The color is thick. It's not as dark as you would have if you had some types of materials that were modern, high heat release rate materials.
You see how the front door that was open before, the smoke was coming out? Now it has a path. It's sucking in the air through the front door, that crack, and going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wind is really
You guys want to close it down and see if we can kind of...
Okay, we know that smoke is flammable, right? Or combustible? You see some of that point ignition right there.
They built them this morning from 8 to 10 with skill saws and recips. Yeah.
And then like the smoke.
Like smoke.
We have plenty of those. If that one's not working,
Yeah, we have another one.
yeah. We have whole boxes of it.
You want another one, Laurel?
Yeah, we'll just get a fresh one.
That was what's gonna happen. So when we do it, I've never had to do that. No, I like this better.
You get So as you can see, sorry, go ahead. As the smoke's coming out, it's igniting the smoke. So at that point, that's the what we were talking about earlier, is smoke being fuel. If it's over your head or coming out of a certain spot, you have to know two things about it. Is one, it's fuel, and then two, wherever that smoke is going, well, that's where the fire is going to be going next.
Please get up to the alley space now.
Can we open it? Yeah.
It'll be fine. Their battle tested way harder than you.
About 1100 degrees in here, and this closed compartment is about 200. 200 on the bottom. Again,
It's not closed
there's
anymore.
1100 on the bottom.
There's fire in your closed compartment.
Choke it out all the way.
It's a good demonstration for like what you can do with door control. Popping the front door or whatever, and then closing the door. You just saw with it being open and how much fire was there. If you just close that door or doing VES or something like that, the difference that it can make on a fire.
I do agree with it when they total cut it open.
So it's vent limited. We're going to open it up and then see if we can get it going again. Now that it'll have the oxygen to burn. And
This you see, this structure was built really well, so it's compartmentalized. Very good.
you guys want to just let it go and then talk about the collapse zone? Okay. So we're just going to let it go and then talk about the collapse zone, which is 1.5. It's supposed to be 1.5 times the height of the building. We just talked about this the other day with just getting better at establishing those. And yeah, you guys know when they fall, it's a little bit longer than 1.5 times. So.
I'm feeling a lot of radiant heat right now. Pretty hot. 1200 degrees.
1200?
I'm glad you guys rounded it up.
Did you guys do any foam or any synthetic materials? Or this is all
No, it was
okay.
foam.
Just curious.
A little bit of foam.
Yeah. You watched the video. I was watching those fucking views. They weren't ticking up. They didn't go up to 18.
I know, I was going to do it again just to get you another view.
Yeah, they didn't go up to 18 views. I'll tell you that one. Oh, yeah, because it's a seasonal live fire only.
Open this, close this, see this, talk about
Christmas trees are fun.
Oh, I know.
We're just waiting for the collapse zone now.
Well, considering how you built it, it might be a while.
The side wall, that's coming up.
No, that was,
You're having structural failure on the right side.
There we go.
This thing is gonna, looks like it's gonna collapse on the delta side.
and it's gonna light our house on fire.
Push it back a little bit. Gonna light the other one. That'd be great.
Okay, so we're gonna get started here.
There we go, delta. Hey, that OSB.
It goes faster too. Are you guys going to mention anything else, or can I?
Any questions?
Okay.